YouTube was good. Good morning, top of the morning, man. It's your man SuavenyV. Um, I see Joe and Jada got a first episode with Marriage and Blide on Netflix, so I'm gonna check it out, man. Y'all can tune in with me, see what they got going on. Just want to early morning. How y'all feeling? How y'all doing?
Right here. You know who it is? Your boy Jada. It's the Joe and Jada show. Every show legendary.
Mary J.
Every
Blide.
show iconic. Now, when you dig into today's guest, we're going to have to cut it a little short because we can be here for hours when you think it's today's guest. I'm thinking genuine. You think the queen of hip hop show and talk to Bridget. You think of coming from a household with some good ass food. You think of some of the best siblings. I know you know DMX brought us the Rough Riders, but you don't know she passed out actual demo tape, which actually got us our first record there. You think of being able to withstand and persevere through all of the errors and just evolve and get better and get richer and get more everything. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your no. You want to keep going? You think of Slow Burn. Oh, yes. You think of YO. Right. You think of Youngest High. Yeah, motherfucker, Mary J. You think of all this. You think of Brown Eyes. That's right. Think of Wheels. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Mary J.
Boy's crazy.
Thank y'all. That's the amazing. Yo, sis, you looking like a bag of money out there. Everybody turn their ringers off. Yeah, if you money, because we got a live studio audience in case this some of y'all too young. Y'all don't know about the shows that used to be taped with a live studio. Today, if you say anything too loud or your ringer goes off, you're gonna get kicked out. This is a very serious, important show to me.
My bag's not here today. My bag's not in here, right? Because my ring is on. And
You got the bag stuff. Your phone can ring like you can go like a time machine in Vegas. Your phone can ring on the whole episode. You're good. Big Sonya, listen. That shit you got on. I see you already got your that money from the chimney side us. Yo. You got he's shooting at me. He's shooting at me.
I said afraid.
That shit already fired. After you the fastest insurance money motherfucker I ever seen. I said my chimney didn't catch on fire. It just I had to open it there. We're in. Our sister is in the building. It's her birthday. We did. No, we show love there. Ladies and gentlemen, sing happy birthday in the raspy. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Yeah, Mary.
Happy birthday, dear Mary. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
Thank God Mary ain't my wife. Because she know how to convince me. She look at you, she be like, Joey, I like that chain. Joey, I like that chain. Joey, I like that chain. Ah, fuck it, let me go buy Mary this thing. She told me today, you ain't get me no gift. I said, well, get the rent, get you. That's the same bank account. That's the same fucking account. This on the gift. Like, you gotta stop. Sis, we love you so much. The whole thing is that so we don't got like we can't overlove the whole world. The love like I can't over however much the world love her, I love her more a little bit over the world. Because I wouldn't really be right here. That's you know what I'm saying? That's incredible. I know you say Chris Lighty pulled up to your projects, no, this like that, and this like this, the way you like to go, this, that, this. Yeah. We had a lot of meetings. It curved us a lot. We was hearing a lot of shit. We finally got the demo
that we thought was strong enough. Shout out to my brother J. Bach, Jamarco Miller.
It's the cousin.
Yes, sir. Make some noise for my man Bach. That nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Joe, it's also Latanya.
LT, that was
His birthday.
happy birthday to LT. We got stuff.
And I called her yesterday to sing her happy birthday. I did.
I sing it to her right now.
Seriously, I am feeling. You don't just promote. Boy, did you promote. Like, you'll stay quiet for a minute, but I done seen you on Good Morning America, Sherry, this.
Different level.
Floyd's not fucking around talking about this residence.
I have to. I mean, it's a huge deal. I mean, at this point in your career, this is where you're supposed to be. You know, touring is one thing, it's amazing, but you know, it's a lot of getting on buses, getting on planes, running up and down the road. But this is like, you know, you go to Vegas, you sit there, you sit in a mansion, hotel, whatever, like, and then you go to the place and for you.
We ain't going back. We're gonna rent the mansion just to go to her show every night.
Okay,
Coming.
I know it's not better.
No,
It's told LT. Hell yeah. Don't think we're not gonna be there, everybody. I don't think you know when they first announced it, the world, it was like COVID. You know about there was my mom even called Jason. I heard Mary. I said, Ma, I got you. Don't worry, bro. I got you.
It's true, right? It's true. That's crazy. Lorena's brother from Colombia, Lucito, my brother. He don't speak much English, but he know Mary, but he don't really know Mary because he's into reggaeton and all that shit. So when he asked me, I said, well, she's the English Mark Anthony. That's the best way to describe it, because Mark Anthony, legend, he sell out Madison Square Garden right now. He'll be like, tonight's show is sold out. And that's how Mary is. So I'm trying to explain that, you know, Mark Anthony, all it is, #1 hits. That's what she is in English. But Mark Anthony got a residency out there too, so we all just,
Oh, nice.
wow, shit.
So he was the Olympics or the win, season of the win.
I don't know. He has to, I don't know. I don't know shit. How about that? I just pull up my new shit as I'm sneaking into everything. I just pull up.
Hold on.
Went to Monica and Brady.
This is for LT. Don't like to get on camera, but this for Mary and LT. Bring in the Scarface. I like this, man.
Excuse me. We sitting.
Come on, LT. Man. Another one.
1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, LT. Happy birthday to you. That's a nice cake right there.
That's a beautiful cake.
Beautiful cake.
Thank you, guys.
Happy birthday. We love y'all,
Thank
man.
you, Joe and Jada show.
We love
so much.
Tell them how big is this show right here, America. Don't front. You be watching this shit. This shit is on me be like,
It's massive. Oh, I gotta hold it. Oh.
blowing up. Pause.
two-time felon. Two-time felon.
The show is massive, man. This is legend. How you say legend?
That's it.
This is huge.
Nah, we love you, man. We got you. You are actually first show on Netflix.
Really? Congrats on the Netflix. Congrats on getting to the bag.
You know, I delivered on my promise. You know, my business partner was looking at me. He's like, yo, Joe, what's up with the bag? I said, yo, don't worry, dog. We're going to get that bag. We're going to get the legendary. We're going to smoke them out. He said, yo, Joe, but what's up? He started getting antsy. And God came with the, you know, that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So we got
Crazy.
put it in the hands, Mary. We like, this disrespect.
Up to the knee.
I want these guys to hurry up and quit. Up to the knees. I want these guys to quit already. Like everybody in podcast land, give it up. Go to fucking win. Go retire. This shit different right here. It's that real shit right here. You see the Louis, you see the Fendi fur. We shitting on it. And we ain't even cashed one faggot yet. This is rap money.
That's a fact.
Joe, sis, you love this shit, man. And let me tell you something. I remember Patti LaBelle told me, because you know my favorite singer.
It's rap money. We ain't cash one chick.
No, not really. I met him once brief, but I didn't know him. No.
Yeah, I would have. That's crazy.
Yeah, I met him.
No, he's from 5 blocks away.
Here we go. Today's YO, my brother. Today's a YO. Today's YO. That's it. Peace to Luke.
Who's the old school lady from YO, the first one that popped off? Oh,
Fonda Ray, man. Fast back.
Like,
Yeah, Fonda Ray. That's a YO.
you know, like that. I was talking to him about her one day. He was like, "Yeah, I see her at the supermarket all the time. Like, she really from Yonkers."
Yeah, she live in Seven Pines now. That's it. She live.
You sung "Rest in Peace" Andre Harrell, right? You sung to him Anita Baker.
So
Yeah,
let me tell you a story. So
okay.
you remember the gallery?
You gotta tell Joe to be quiet.
It's a big thing about them getting a karaoke machine.
Yeah, they had that.
So we went to the mall and I recorded, which was my favorite song at the moment, it was Caught Up in the Rapture. And I recorded Caught Up in the Rapture. And I brought the tape home of my mother's boyfriend, who was my stepfather, we call him my stepfather. He worked at General Motors with Jeff Redd in Mount Vernon. And Jeff Redd was already on. He had moved old and told me, Jeff Redd gave the tape to Andre Harrell. Andre came to slow bomb and came up to my house. I sang the whole Anita Baker Rapture album. That was my album at the time. Rest is history. He's here.
You know what's crazy, man? Shout out, I don't want to disrespect, but shout out my best friend ever in life. He dead a long time, Tone Montana, but he was one of them fly, Cool J type. He had every girl you wanted from Harlem and the Bronx, but he had this chubby girl. And I used to be like, yo, Tone, because he had, no, I'm fat Joe, but he had this girl that didn't fit his normal profile. So we over there sitting in the house and all that Washington Projects. I'm like, yo, my man, what's up? And he's like, she used to sing Anita Baker to Tone. He was sitting in his lap and she was like, hold up, man. Look how she sings.
Yeah.
Sing to me.
That's what I said. That's what I said. Yeah, Caught Up in the Rapture was every good girl's. You know, we were all wanting to be in love, and somebody to love us. And that song just made us melt. It made us think about, the man we wanted. Not to get all mushy, but, I'm a chick. And
that's that conversation with Anita Baker. I know. I see you performing with her, but you actually told her, like he said, the demo, right?
Yeah.
You don't sing Anita Baker. We don't hear Mary J. Blige as we know.
That's right.
Right?
Well, it wasn't Caught Up in the Rapture that put me on to Anita Baker. It was Angel. You're my angel. That's what made me like,
that's what made me Anita Baker song.
Oh, yes.
Angel's that shit.
Yes. Then I fell in love with Anita Baker and sang her songs, and,
Then I eventually led to doing all the stuff she did that led up to do You Remind Me. When You Remind Me came out, it was like everybody got hit the honor roll and it was like you can't hear enough, and we was still there, so we was going to like parties and Slow Mama, Aunt Shirley, runs.
It was like 100 times in a row.
The basement of them, and yeah, they playing back for hours, though.
Puff Daddy with the drums.
So
The first version.
I know, but the drums. Who put the drums?
That was Dave Hall.
That's the Dave Hall.
Oh, he did the Bismarck.
That's what reminded me of this song.
Oh, he said the drum song.
Yeah, that's the low that I sang over, and he did this cheese over the drums.
That's
Business sound.
Business sound.
That's the movie. So Andre didn't know what to do with it because he was looking at me like, okay, she's no Whitney Houston. She's not gonna wear a gown. She looks like a little tomboy, right? So I was felt kind of, but it was Strictly Business, the Strictly Business soundtrack, where You Remind Me, Red Alert pulled the song off, put it in the next show, all DJs ran with it. And then they introduced me to Puff, who was like, oh, I know exactly what to do with her. And Jodeci was already out. He was like, she's going to be a female Jodeci. And put a hat turned backwards, give us some tough ones.
Because I ain't going to lie. Man, I hear them drums anywhere I go. I can see the Puff Daddy dance. I knew that Diddy Bop was with them drums. Like when music is music. It's like a fucking, it takes you right to.
Yeah,
but I know about hip hop.
He didn't have one thing to do with the drum.
But he gave up. Said it when she said, man, them drums remind me of that Diddy Bop. That You know that shit right there. Like, you know, me and her, we battled a wop in the crib. I'm not lying. I don't even know why you motherfucker challenge her. But I don't even know why you got the gumption. Yeah, that's one thing we ain't gotta convince you much of. If the right music come on, you fucking dancing your ass off in the corner of the kitchen. But we gotta convince you for everything. But that shit right there, that shit is a whole thing. Where we went, what we went to see Chris Brown. Yeah, we walked through the concert and all that shit. I knew that Mary J. Blige don't do shit like that. So she walking, we gotta walk through the shit. I become her security. When I'm with her, I'm security. So I am not the number one object. It's like I will fuck 20 niggas up for her. I gotta turn into Joey from the Bronx when I'm with her. So I mean, we had a beautiful time. But I kept fighting with Ralph McDaniels because he had footage of you when you was like 18 or 19. And I think it was in Mount Vernon. It was one of your first shows. And I asked Uncle Ralph, I said, yo, Ralph, man, like he said, bro, I knew the second I saw her rock, he was like, that shit turned upside down. And he was like, she gone. You know, many the women at your show, they hate men. They hate men.
Hold on. I just want to say before we go on, so one thing I noticed, like, well, one thing I noticed young growing up, you heard how he said when she was 18 or 19. So one thing I noticed about people from the North in New York City, they have an opportunity. They had way more opportunities than we did growing up at 18. You see how when they was 18, they had the music industry around them. They had music people, music moguls just beginning, and they were starting groups. They had the music industry. I'm down south. We had jobs to go to. You know what I'm saying? So um when we 18, we ain't had no, we wanted to be in the music. We wanted to be rappers. We wanted to be that, but it wasn't you can't just go to a studio. Oh, there's a studio over there. You go to the studio, or we know this person. You might run it. I remember what 50 Cent said when he first started, he ran into somebody in the barber shop. I'm like, damn, bro. It ain't nobody in our city that we can run into in the barber shop and meet and give our demo tape to. It ain't nobody that's rocking like that. It wasn't where I'm from, from South Carolina, small town. It wasn't nobody that was around my city that I wanted to be like and look up to. And it wasn't we ain't had that. So that one thing New York City had, man, they was fortunate enough and blessed enough to have more opportunities than we did and to live in a big city where music is popping. And they was blessed enough, I hate to say it, to sell drugs because, excuse me, hearing all the rapper stories, everybody sold drugs to make it. And the best thing about selling drugs is that you get to keep your time and you get to make money. So you have enough money and you can afford enough money to fund your career. Because when you work in a job, it takes time away from your career. And then on top of that, you ain't even making enough money to fund your career. So you're gonna have to spend more time working to make money, and then you're gonna get caught up in the making money and living and paying bills and surviving. And that can discourage you from your dreams, or that can prolong your dreams, or it just make it more difficult. It's not impossible because I'm on that road, but it's very challenging, man. But I noticed listening to everybody else's story when they was selling drugs and working on the music, it worked for them because they had enough money to fund their career and live at the same time and have the time to spend all their time working on their dreams and goals and going to the studio. And one thing about us in the South, bro, we ain't had that. We ain't had no studios. We ain't had no people to look up to that want to be like. I had people that I didn't want to be like. So that is a kind of a 50-50 good thing because you might not have, you might not even know what you want, but your ass know what you don't want. You might not have somebody in your life to look up to, but you got somebody in your life that you don't want to be. So you can look at the person that you don't want to be the opposite of him, and look at the people in your family and the people in your city and do the opposite of what they do. If they go to work and come home and laugh and joke and watch TV and watch another man play sports all fucking day, don't do that. Go to work, come home, work on your dreams. Do that every day until your dreams come true. You know what I'm saying? And if they don't come true, they fucking don't come true. But they should because you working on it. You in control. But I always realized that, bro. Like they had way more opportunities than we did. But as time go by, you we started to get opportunities because the internet, but my mistake was not learning the internet sooner and not being more involved with people my age and being in the streets, because being in the streets ain't a bad thing, because I was working with them old heads on that old shit trying to make some money. But looking back and knowing what I know now, if I would have been in the streets, not doing wrong, not getting in trouble, but being in the streets, networking and being in the streets, meeting people and knowing what's going on, you still know what's going on, but like knowing the internet and knowing the people, because it's all about meeting the right people. And it's all about being at the right place at the right time and being around the right people and being at the right places and shit. I remember going to the club and I realized, I say, this is where the fucking money at. Like, I need to damn be making some money off of this shit, because I learned at a young age when we used to go to college parties and we started going to the club when we got out of school. I say, this is where you got 20, 30, 40, $50,000, $70,000, $100,000 at. This is where the cash at every night. This is cash money business, bro. So I learned, I said, damn, I might need to open up me a club. I might need to do something with some liquor. You might need to be a rapper, nigga. You might need to goddamn be in, you know what I'm saying? Look at the strippers, how they getting paid. But the more of the story, man, is just they had way more opportunities than we did, bro. But now it's opportunity. So I'm trying to take advantage of the opportunities that we got now, slowly but surely. You know what I'm saying? They was made for the media. They was made for the camera. They like being in New York, it's a lot of people to perform for. It's a lot of people to give judgment on you and make you better and make you grow. Like, so man, New York is very cutthroat. New York is a place where you can make it and you become the best version of yourself. Either you gonna be something or you ain't gonna be something. And if you something and you ain't being what you're supposed to, people call it out and people look at you, you know what I'm saying? So if you a star and your ass in regular life, people in regular life will call it out. Be like, bro, what you doing here? You supposed to be a star. You better go chase your dreams. So that's why I moved to New York, bro. I said, man, they got a better opportunity to make it. They making it, bro. Man, Dame Dash growing up, man, he used to make it seem like they used to make that bread. They used to have make that bread, bro. Watching rap, watching Dipset, you know what I'm saying? They know some sauce that we don't know. So, man, I always noticed that, man, even young, like the people from the north, they got way more opportunities than we did, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then it's so many people in New York that never had a job, man. You know how big that is to say, man, I ain't never worked for nobody. I ain't never had a struggle. You probably had to struggle as a kid because most of the parents was poor. And I ain't gonna lie, I feel like if you was poor growing up, you deserve to be rich. Like like the people that grew up in the projects, they deserve what they got. You know what I'm saying? They deserve it. You know what I'm saying? Hearing their story and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But that's a blessing to say. Like Joel Santana, he be like, bro, I ain't never had a job. Jim Jones, them boys say they ain't never had a job. They work some bullshit shit. Fabulous, he said he worked some. summer shit before. He ain't never had a job. Them boys ain't never know what it feel like to make minimum wage and not be respected at your job and be treated like shit and have to live off of a little bit of nothing and wake up every morning and go to work and actually stand there and look around and feel that feeling and be like, they paying me 7, 8, $9 an hour. 1 hour. I remember we used to be in high school and we used to make a play. The cheapest play we'll make is $20 off a play. Like got a product, got merchandise. I might sell a nigga a shirt. I might sell my watch. I might sell some pants. I might sell a boot bag. I might sell some pencils, lead pencils. I can sell lead pencils all day and make $5 a day. $5, that was enough to buy me a motherfucking pizza. $5 was enough to get you a blunt, nigga. Nigga, $5. I can sell a pencil for $1. You know what I'm saying? That simple shit. I just want to make enough money to get something to eat, pay. And then back in the day, we could put $1 on our cell phone bill, $1 a day. You know what I'm saying? So they had way more opportunities than us, bro. But I'm starting to take advantage of the opportunity that we got now. We got the internet, so I'm learning how to work that shit. But guys my age, they working. They, you know what I'm saying? They ain't really. I don't know. It's certain people that's on the internet my age, but my age and a little bit older, you don't really see too many people. It's the younger people, bro. Because it was just taking off kind of after we graduated, after we got out of school. You know what I'm saying? But them New York, y'all always had more opportunities than us, I feel like. But sometimes you hear people in up north say we had good opportunity, like for real estate to buy houses and stuff, but when they can buy buildings back in the day for $1. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty amazing, man. And not never had a job and always be in the music industry. Like Dame Dash said, he was in the music industry at 19. She just said she was started at 18, 19. Fat Joe said he got signed at 19. Them boy got signed young. Nas was 17, nigga. That's crazy. That's crazy, man, to be a teenager making millions. And then one thing about New Yorkers, I always noticed, like, all the New Yorkers that's like 45 and up, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, around that era, they always looked at like a grown man, young. See, I always look like a baby face. I always had a baby face, and I always been slim, skinny, pole arms, bird chest. Like they always look like older women and men. You know what I'm saying? My generation, we still look young and like we in high school.
That's a fact. Charlie, that's
I don't think they hate me. They just tired of being hurt. They don't know how to process. Like none of us know how to process what we were going through.
Nobody don't hate nobody. So I don't know why people be saying that. People hate men. People hate women. I don't know why people be saying that.
Process the hurt that they're going to do with men, or how to even love themselves out of it. I don't think it's hate for you. I think it's hate for the fact that they don't know what to do with this feeling. You get what I'm saying?
just every time I go to your show, it seems like I'm getting this guy a bunch of women and one venue with the same feel. Listen, I've been going to her concerts with my wife for 30 years. And she go, I don't know if you know, she be sniping. Joe, my brother Joe here, my sister Joe. Girl, be right there. I'm like, what the fuck? Chicks from Upper Deck is throwing Twizzies at me and shit. I'm like, oh my God, I come over here to get cursed the fuck out. Joe, I'm like, yo, they like, you gotta be a strong man to take your girl there and stand it. And I'm going down. You feel like they cut everybody. I'm going down. It's a decent way of cursing every guy out in the universe. And you sitting in there like, yo, man, I love this shit, but why they gotta curse me out? Like, what I'm doing wrong? But that empowerment, and it's sad because so many years me watching you is fucked up. But they say, yo, Mary, she gotta be going through some shit so we can get the best work from her. Like, them painful records. And it's fucked up because your biggest songs come from your personal experiences and heartbreaks, and tell us about that. When you fucking crush, that's when you do your best shit.
I used to think that was the situation, but I think that just like the fans, they can only relate to you from where they are. So I was where I was. So I was sad. I was suicidal. I was crying over some nigga all the time, and
that was very relatable to a lot of the.
Exactly. And so I was honestly just given where I was at. So when I sang just fine, I wasn't, just fine. I wanted to be just fine. I wanted to be happy. If you look at my life, I want you to see what I'm living, where I'm going. You look at my life.
Take a look at my life.
So it's just about being relatable and just letting people see where I was, honestly, through my music. And I still do the same thing. And I can't please everybody. Oh, I'm married, to be sad again. Host at the best. My old music or buy my old album, because I can't stay miserable for you guys. But I understand. I totally get it. So where I am right now, you'll get where I'm at right now. But I'm not saying, oh, the hell with the girls that's broken hearted. Absolutely not. But I can't get with you in certain places. And you understand what I'm saying? Without
I met a Dr. Rock yesterday. My knee fucked up, so I get to therapy. I called you with Dr. Rock. I'm trying to
He called me.
the hospital name after Dr. Rock. By the way, the fucking building says, "Doc, I'm taking you to the Dr. Dre or fucking knee and foot doctors." Like, all right, but I'm there. There's this Cuban dude, and he's always so happy, right? Dark skinned Cuban dude, all fat. I'm half Cuban. Yesterday he was crying. He said, "My wife leave me for some guy in Atlanta. Take my 2 daughters." No, this real shit. And he want Fat Joe to really therapy him. Like, I'm trying to, my wife waiting in the car. I'm trying to get up out of there. And he's like, fuck. So I got to sit down with this man. And thank God he got the other security at work with him. He was like, yo, Joe, I said, by the way, this guy's fly. No pause, whatever you want to say. He ain't no ugly dude. He's fly. And he work hard. He's out work 14 hours a day. No. The point is, I'm trying to make.
What did you tell him?
I'm telling him I had a friend.
Yo.
I don't know. I got to talk him off the ledge.
Give us a quick.
I have a friend that they called me one day and said he's killing himself. His wife cheated on him.
Yeah, I remember that story.
Yo, please come over. Right? So I go over there. Yo, my man, you the man. I'm doing whatever I can. You the man, this, that. Long story short, he was crying. He's a, tough guy, this, and that. I see him a year later, and the man run up to me. Yo, Joe, you won't believe it. I have a new wife, beautiful Dominican. She's a pastor. She doesn't want to go out. He shows me pictures. Beautiful. This guy was going to kill himself the year before. So I'm telling him, I know heartbreak, no matter male or female, is fucking devastating.
Mm-hmm.
You could be a man and be crying like that man was crying in the middle of his job yesterday. I had to take some time out to talk to him and try to talk him off the ledge. But that's what your music does for women, men, everybody.
Yeah, I was talking to this was a long time ago. I was talking to a guy, and he was like, "Do you know what's one of my favorite songs?" I'm talking about like a drug dealer, like nigga, like one of those.
One of those.
He's like, "You know what? One of my favorite Mary J. Blige songs is." I thought he was like Every Day It Rains and shit like that. He was like, "I'm going down." I was like,
Wow.
yes. So in these concerts, there's men singing the song. Like I'm talking about men.
I see.
Singing the songs, drug dealers. I mean,
Destruction workers.
Hey, like real nigga.
help them through. I'm going down, help them to stay on the corner and sell the drugs that they were selling. And that's no. I was like, what? I didn't understand it, but after you getting that story just now,
Everybody
goes. Everybody.
Today's show is brought to you by presenting sponsor Hard Rock Bet. We've been rolling with the Hard Rock Bet all regular season long, and now Hard Rock Bet is here for what is shaping up to be an incredible playoff run. You know what I love doing with these big standalone playoff games? Same game parlays. Lock in one matchup at a time and stack your picks. Maybe the quarterback throws for 250, the running back hits 100, and the tight end punches in the first touchdown. Hard Rock Bet gives you tons of ways to build your same game parlay, turning big game days into bigger paydays. And if you miss kickoff, don't worry. Hard Rock Bet has live in-game betting, so you're never too late to be in the action. Find a winner or grab that player prop you meant to play and live bet between snaps in just a few easy taps. If you haven't tried your first bet on Hard Rock Bet, there's still time for you to get $150 in bonus bets if you win. Just place a $5 bet. If it hits, you get not only your winnings, but also an extra $150 in bonus bets. And just because your team may be out of it, that doesn't mean you have to sit on the sidelines this postseason. Between same game parlays, live betting, you can't miss welcome offer, and new promos dropping every day, Hard Rock Bet has you covered all postseason long. That's Hard Rock Bet. Download the Hard Rock Bet app and make your first deposit today.
Hard Rock Bet, baby. Let's go. You know, I got did dirty. Everybody got did dirty. I don't know about anybody else, but I got done filthy. I had a girlfriend. I used to tell her I hate that dude, Black Dave. I hate Juanito. I hate Chico. I hate this. She fucked all of them when I broke up with her. Every last one of them. Everybody, yo. They was like, yo, Joe. 3 in the morning calling me. I'm like, yo, what's up? She's walking out with White Daddy. Everybody I ever told her I didn't like, she fucked them all.
Damn.
It's horrible.
It's horrible.
Lucky for me,
She was strong.
no, not strong. I didn't want to be with her. You ever been in a relationship where the guy is talking? Like, I was in a relationship with a girl that she talking all that hot shit, and the whole time I'm looking at her, I'm like, bitch, I don't even want to be with you.
I ain't lying.
I'm sitting there like, huh?
Yeah.
What? There's one thing when you madly in love, you go through the motions. There's another thing when you checked out.
I ain't lying.
Usually about that time, women, they making their exit plans. They got their money, they cash, they had saved up. They getting the fuck up at me. They jokes on you, guy.
You just asked me a question.
You ever been with a
That is crazy.
you ever been in a situation where the guy's talking all that shit and you looking at him like, yo, I've been done. Like,
Yup.
that shit's crazy.
When it's done, it's done. When a person is not giving you peace, it's poison. So you already almost out, now they whack, they ugly, they're not bringing you the thing you need. So now they ain't cute no more, their nose is bigger than what they normally is, their stomach is fatter than what it is. And so you like, man, you whack and ugly anyway. This is what you're saying in your mind.
Yeah.
I'm out of here. But he's still thinking he hot. I know what you said. He's still thinking.
Yeah.
And you like, nigga, you me.
Hello. Like, you sitting there like, hello, like, bitch, you on a chopping block right now. Like, you asked out it, you better hold on to whatever you got. And, salute the guys that had girls, bought them a couple of things, and let them leave with their things, because this would be some rich niggas that want to keep the bet. We got my man, the fucking boxer, he sued the girl. He went to federal court. He wanted the Birkins back. The boxer. That's the thing. He actually went to court, broke up with his baby moms, who's like, yo, I need the Birkin bags back, the earrings. Like,
I think that's what I don't think.
yeah, that's not charged that. Like, that's him.
Can't be an Indian kid. Accents.
Let me tell you,
Keep that fucking bag.
I fought with my wife one time and I started looking at the diamonds and all the watches. I said, man, she got more money than me. I better stick around, boy. Fuck that. She got the bag right here. Like, so Mary, we a hip hop show.
Yeah.
Run down back in the day, who was some of the favorite records? And I know some of your favorite, but like I'll start with Rap's New Generation. One day we was talking about hip hop. You was
Sonic?
No, Spencer Sonic from Brooklyn. Rap's New Generation from the Super Lovers, seeing all them guys there.
That's like
New Generation. I see you sing the harder hop. How you fall in love with hip hop, and what was the first songs that you was part into in the jams? They had the jams in Yonkers too, right?
Yo, that's how we grew up. Yonkers had a lot of block parties. School 12. Remember School 12 parties, King School parties. Like, y'all came up behind us, but y'all pulled up to, School 12 parties. and the DJs, you know, mixing all of the hip hop records. That's how, like, they was playing all the samples, like UFO. Remember UFO? And all this. Yeah. So it was. I fell in love just with the samples, you know. And then it was back then. It was like Terrorist One was a big deal. Big Daddy Kane was a big deal. So Terrorist One and Big Daddy Kane was younger. When everybody had everybody had Suzuki G, and everybody was running around playing Ivy. Boom. Like the Suzuki G, everybody had, all the drug dealers had Suzuki.
That's a fact.
Right?
Suzuki.
Cotton,
Shit.
Wolfman, everybody had some. So it was all about the school 12 parties and in the summer, the block party.
See, we only had a few parties growing up. We didn't even had too many parties.
They put us on to the stuff that they didn't play on radio. They put us on to the shit that people be like, how do you know that? Like,
You was a legendary DJ from Yonkers. I'm talking about, he ain't got to be big time enough, but somebody who was rocking them jams.
it wasn't.
Shout out Supreme and Hups.
People was coming from out of town to play in DJ shows in it 212. I mean, it used to be like, you had like Master Gene.
Master.
You had Rick and them, those guys. They was from Wahlberg, from Yonkers, and Jericho.
Vine and them.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Yonkers had.
We got right now. They caught that shot off so legend wherever they at. That's like, I'm telling you, you got to remember. You know, to me, Supreme and Hush put me on. We had the best block parties. And Supreme and Hush, their mother was called Mother Earth. And Mother Earth would sit behind the ropes and they'd be like, back up from the ropes. Mother Earth, they'll stop the fucking music for an hour talking about back up. Mother Earth got it, but nah, they was in power. And they was rocking. And that's how we learned all the hip hop shit. So KRS-One and
Big Daddy Kane.
KRS-One, Big Daddy Kane.
Who's in the
Houdini was big too.
Who's in
Will, 5 Minutes of Funk, like Skating Rings gave us, you know, a lot of, you know, good hip hop.
That skating ring and Wheels.
Yep, Wheels was on a big deal. And then we got old enough to run to Harlem and all these other places we was running to. There was the Red Zone, there was the Octagon, the Tunnel, the Red Parrot. I was too young for Red Parrot, but I heard.
Me too.
I heard a lot of it. But I was in the Red Zone, I was in the Tunnel, I was in the Octagon, and somewhere else. Number Spy, just the Spy Club. The Spy was it called the Spy Club? But anyway,
That one. I remember the one. What was that? Club USA. They built the club. They spent so many millions. That's the night I seen Biggie came up to me and pulled out the gun in his shoe. He said, "You seen DJ Clue?" I said, "Hey, I ain't seen this." And he just kept going. I just saw Clue. He had the hammer in his shit. He had a vest. He was like, "Yo, Steve Clue." I said, "No, I didn't see him." Clue just walked by.
He saved his life.
What?
So I got put on to the Jungle Brothers through a mixtape. It's straight out the jungle. That's one of my favorites. Like, I know every word for word.
True Blue brother. I was selling drugs to the Jungle Brothers. Like, I'm in the corner watching shit move with the box playing Jungle Brothers. I remember that shit.
That was that shit.
That's straight out the jungle.
You know what I mean?
It was legendary.
Can you imagine that? Selling that shit, listen to that shit, and then becoming this shit.
That was the youngest anthem right there. And Jungle Brother, JB for sure. A bite of it, Morano, we almost fought. Yeah, so I let him go. I let him run along.
You know, I'm listening to the radio. It's your birthday, so I don't know if you know, because you was out here moving, working and promoting the residency. But I heard Smith and Wesson on the radio, and they told that story how that I Shine, You Shine came about. And they said they was in a club, and I guess you and Puff, they invited them back to the studio, and they said they jumped on the joint, and that's what they said on the radio. You remember that?
Well, I don't remember being in the studio with Smith and Wesson. I don't remember that. But I do remember Puff bringing it back to me with them on it. And it was one of my favorites at the time. But when I heard them on, I went crazy. I was like, we going.
That's just classic.
You know, that was it.
Right here now, I know everybody's going to be watching. I said it earlier to myself, Buckshot Shorty GOAT, He'll go on. Buckshot Shorty duck down. Buckshot Shorty a goat. By far.
Yeah.
Like I'm ready to put him as a goat. Like one of the greatest of all time. And I don't think we ever talk about him like that. But this shit, man. Listen to that, and it still goes in my fucking blood when it gets and it don't flows.
And the other one, something, follow me, something, and the real NFT.
Just say the rock all on.
It's your mind is crazy. My What's the 411 album is narrated by that.
We gotta pull that 50 fur down.
I see them rock all in those shows.
Push fur down. Oh, that's for the ass, man. Mary threatened me, right? That's crazy. We had our birthday party, and I pull up, and she's like,
Yeah, man.
with that shit on when I come, because I'm coming. And I said, damn, I rethought the whole shit. I said, damn. Went in the closet, really calculated this. I said, man, I gotta come with some Fendi first, some other, because she come through. You never dress whack. If you come to my house from the supermarket, from anywhere, you fresh together.
That shit.
Like even in the house, like on a regular day. If you come on a regular of all days, you got that shit on. What is fashion to you? And I know why I brought up Luther Vandross, but before you answer that, I'm gonna tell you why. Patty LaBelle told me Luther Vandross had a closet with couches and TV in there. And if you go visit him in his house, he puts you in the closet and start showing, yo, this that Schiaparelli. Yo, this that one of one Balmain. This that I think for all my years of following Mary J, like your closet gotta be fucking ridiculous.
It's insane, and I can't even find
She's
half of the stuff
insane.
that I wore through the years. Like it's just, and it's still crazy. I wish I could find all of that stuff that I was wearing.
What do you mean, like a stolen, missing, or what? No, niggas stole money.
Oh, yeah, you still got the army coat for floor jumps?
Nah, but I got an army coat. I almost wore that shit just on the regular, just outside today. Now I got motherfucking Laura Piana army coats. 9,000 to the jack. But yeah, here. What were you lose? They stole your shit.
No, when you're doing it,
Was it burned down in a chimney fire?
nah, it's just
Look at him.
a lot of it probably is stolen because like I don't know where it was at. But when you're moving, you just get lost in
Yeah.
everywhere. And then I gave a lot of stuff away. Like just take it. I wish I didn't, but
That's crazy.
That's cool. Stupid.
And shit away that now's the style. Now we buying it again because as he like this shit. This is the vintage. She was like, I had that in every color. I gave it out. This, that. Ain't everything coming back. Everything.
Right. The residency doing it different. You have actors in theater.
yeah,
Like a Hamilton.
it's called My Life, My Life Story. So I'm definitely going to use some actors and actresses to tell the story. It's gonna be like a bunch of acting. Like, it's going to be a Mary J. Blige show with little bits of like things involved to pull on your memory from interviews that I've done. You'd be like, oh wow, I know she said that. I know she said this was that. So it'll be B-sides, like songs that like there's a lot of songs I never really performed. So the B-sides that we're picking, oh my God.
No, we want that. Like that was the number one question. I went around and hustled a couple of women, and I was like, what should I ask Mary? Because we went, well, thank God I'm blessed to be with Mary J. Blige all the time. And let me tell you something, I don't take you for granted. I know you the queen. You run shit. I asked a couple of people, and they always like, is she gonna do the songs we never see her perform at the residency?
Wait till they hear
Why you take it?
and but
I'll be
you're not gonna be coming for the normal thing. We got so do you want to tell a story
Yeah, what do you
about that? Can't get you up on line how we had that message first. You and Style, that was on the record that Rodney did.
Yeah, Mary.
We had that. We had that first.
It's a nice, beautiful black woman.
It's a fact.
And Rodney
Makes
just
plenty success.
I'm gonna tell it again. The record was a monster before we even
And she's still in the game, still doing good, telling her story.
The message. Rodney's mixing the record.
Three decades, right? You've been in the game 30 years. That's crazy. I'm 33.
He said that some people was coming. I want to say who it is. I said, don't play it for him. He played it for him. 2 weeks later,
Jack,
the whole sample gone.
I just told you about the shit off the air.
That's the game. That's why I don't tell nobody nothing. I keep everything to myself.
Oh, I missed that.
So,
Anyway, I just told him one of our best friends on earth. I never told the shit publicly. I played him a record. But 2 weeks later, we had an identical twin floating in the air. And I was like, Jesus Christ. I couldn't, to this day, he's one of my best friends. I never even had the courage to tell him, yo, you know you Jack, my Yala. You know what I'm saying? I play him a record. This the game,
you
huh?
got something hot. It's still a game. If you got something hot, don't tell nobody.
Keep it
I don't care
done.
what it is.
Don't tell him nothing, man.
Yo, that's life now. I think Khaled taught me that. Like, I'll be next to Khaled, and he don't tell me nothing. Next day, I look at TV as his Colgate commercial. I'm like, damn, this motherfucker don't even let me know when the bag at or nothing. I'm like, but you gotta protect your blessings. And you gotta protect, where you going, because
And you be thinking people
it was a
ain't
lot
none.
that said
You thinking
that
people
we got the Netflix deal, and we didn't tell nobody what we was doing. And so when they saw it, they was like, oh shit, like, yo, y'all could have gave us a heads up. How about nobody feeds us? Nobody pay our bills, so we gotta do what we gotta do. We gotta protect our blessings. I understand what you said. You can't play shit for nobody, not even the best. I'm talking about our best friend, almost the most loyalist dude I know in the world. He heard my shit. He
Yeah.
went, yo, look what I did. I was like,
Foul play. Foul up out of all the succession.
Yeah, that's foul play, man. You be thinking like your friends and your family on your side, and you won't know that they not on your side until they do something wrong and they bite you in the ass. Though that'd be the crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be careful. You gotta keep it to yourself, man, and just only tell the people that gonna help you make it come true, or the people that's working with you. They already know because we all in this together. If you got a team, but if you're working on something yourself, you can't really tell people, man, unless somebody trying to help you. Because that's real, man. People bet against you and go against you and block your blessings. Oh my.
future.
Definitely.
Oh man, shit.
I'm a huge star. That's when I
Let me
realized.
tell you the good part and the bad part of me being on the show.
Yeah, I fucked up.
Got all the accolades, this, that, this. As he said, I stole this, that, this. You
Man, I fucked up.
We calculated this. I said, man, I got. Asked a couple of people, and they always like, is she gonna do the songs we never see her before? Burn down in a chimney fire. Still goes in my fucking blood when
Yeah, fucked up.
visit him in his house. He put you in the closet and start.
Two weeks later,
Jack,
the whole sample gone.
I just told you about the shit off the air.
That's the game. But you're not gonna be coming for the normal thing. We got. So, do you want to tell a story?
Yeah, when they hear
About that.
Yeah, let's hear it.
We had that message first. You and Style, that was on the record that Rodney did. Can't get you. And we had the we had that first.
it's a fact.
We had it first.
That's a fact.
And Rodney just told the story, so I'm gonna tell it again. The record was a monster before we even got it out. Smash, they killed it. Everybody's excited. And so the message. Rodney's mixing the record or something like that. Before Rodney, he said he was going to mix the record at, he said that some people was coming. I want to say who it is. I said, don't play it for him. He played it for him. 2 weeks later,
Jack,
the whole sample gone.
I just told you about the shit off the air.
That's the game. That's why I don't tell nobody nothing. I keep everything to myself. So anyway,
I just told him one of our best friends on earth. I never told the shit publicly. I played him a record, and 2 weeks later, we had an identical twin floating in the air, and I was like, Jesus Christ! I couldn't. To this day, he's one of my best friends. I never even had the courage to tell him, "Yo, you know you Jack, my Yahweh." You know what I'm saying? I play him a record. He just, just the game,
you
huh?
got something hot. It's still a game. If you got something hot, don't tell nobody.
Keep it
I don't care
done.
what it is.
Don't tell them nothing, man.
Yo, that's life now. I think Khaled taught me that. Like, I'll be next to Khaled, and he don't tell me nothing. Next day, I look at TV as a Colgate commercial. I'm like, damn, this motherfucker don't even let me know when the bag got or not. I'm like, well, you gotta protect your blessings. And you gotta protect, when you going, because these people will move on your shit. It was a lot of people got upset that we got the Netflix deal and we didn't tell nobody what we was doing. And so when they saw it, they was like, oh shit, like, yo, y'all could have gave us a heads up. How about nobody feeds us? Nobody pay our bills, so we gotta do what we gotta do. We gotta protect our blessings. I understand what you said. You can't play shit for nobody, not even the best. I'm talking about our best friend, almost the most loyalist dude I know in the world. He heard my shit. He went back, yo, look what I did. I was like,
Foul play. Now, out of all the success you got, all the accolades, this, as he said, I stole this, this. You gotta have the most in history of your music played in a house while the house is getting played. I'll put you against any other artist on the planet.
Really not
About
stop the time.
you want to get a good house clean,
they can't play you more than a
door.
no surprise. Oh. Yo, my aunt and moms would play that shit to the
I go.
shit. The shit was
Go.
like, the shit was melting.
Again.
Bro, we live on the fifth floor. We in front of the building playing. We hear them for 10 hours straight. I will survive. Oh, no. I don't even know what the shit mean. I'm a little kid. I don't even know what the fuck they singing about.
Yes.
And I can't be statin.
Oh, I'm a victim. My mother played that hell out of that record. And I didn't know why until I got older. I mean, the lyrics is all for women. So I guess that would be the equivalent to I Will Survive. And now my music is I Will Survive.
Mm-hmm.
It's the
That's
same
good.
thing.
Yeah.
Same women empowerment.
Yeah, man.
Tell me about getting on Jay-Z's first album. Did you know he was going to be the guy? Or did you know, how did that come about? I heard you say it before, but I want it for the audience. But this is a hip hop.
Yeah.
They tuned in.
I didn't know if he was going to be what he was. But I knew my girlfriend, Michelle, who's still my girl to this day, we both were friends with Dame Dash. I knew Dame since Slow Bomb. And Michelle was like, yo, Dame Dash. Yeah, like it's like on the Star and Jay-Z about to do a record and they want you on. I was on the My Life album. And I was like, bet. So I showed up to the studio. They gave me the money in a brown bag. It was like a brown paper bag.
Still had some yellow residue on that shit. You're not the yellow on there.
We didn't mind doing business. I didn't mind doing business like that back then. I was like, whatever. I was still actually mentally slow bomb. So took the money, went in the studio. Herb was there, did the verse, and that was it. It wasn't no big deal. It was just
That's a big deal with hip hop history.
Yeah. You see how it happened, it was on some street shit. But here we go.
It's a drug deal with no drugs.
Legal drug money.
Legal drug.
It's impossible, right, to figure it out. But with all the records, I think your biggest fan
That's
is
what's up, man.
Dr. Dre. That was
Around everybody, Dame Dash, all that.
What else is on here?
Rockefeller, Fat Man.
Hold up. As Mayor
Rough Riders, DMX.
Jason Sylvester Stallone. That motherfucker gave you about 62 names.
You better pick up my call when I call for when I need some help.
That family affair. You hear the beat? I mean, y'all had a ball. I see that video all the time. You all in that fucking video, huh?
It was a family. It was a family affair.
Family affair. I get it.
Yeah.
What was that like when they played you that? Dr. Dre's still the guy. I never worked with. I'm trying to get something, a crumb, save a little piece for later.
Well, let me tell you a story, and Don Poole had a lot to do with this, because Don Poole was my A&R at the time.
Okay, shout out to
Uzo! At Geffen Breakers, and one of those.
Chuck off in Miami.
Yeah. And so Don Poole bought me the actual track. Now, I'm a hardcore hip hop head. All I'm doing is singing over hip hop blues. And he brings me, bam. Didn't understand it. So Don Poole was like, oh, man. And then he goes and he gets in the studio with my brother.
Shout out to Daisy.
And then he's like, yo, Mary, I think you need to come down to the studio and, rethink this. So I had to snap out of, records crackling and singing over hip hop moves for a second to try something new. I said, let me go and see what this is about. So we get in the studio, we start writing the song. My brother had already wrote some of the song. And so I recorded it. Once I recorded the song, I was like, oh, so okay, we might have something.
You're saying.
So I sent it to Dre once we finished it, right? I sent it to Dre. Dre was like, nah, I need something. He was like, it needs a bridge. And I was like, it don't need a fucking bridge. And I was going crazy, acting like the savage that I was. And he was like, if you don't do a bridge, I'm going to take my name off it. I said, okay. I went. So I went and wrote the bridge, killed the bridge, sent it to Dre.
What's the bridge again? What's the bridge?
We don't need no haters. We're just trying to love one another. We
No more jobs.
Yeah, all of that. That was me.
I got the words right.
Thank you very much.
Don't stop on the plane.
And the rest is history. The song was so big. I was on tour, and we had this bus
I
ride.
know she had a good one, but yeah.
Country music listening, and he would keep the station on, the bluegrass station. And I came up there to talk to him one day, and Family Affair was on. I was like, bro, what station is this? He was like, that's my station. It's my song. I said, what?
It's my song. You like, that's me.
That's when I realized I said, oh my God, I'm a huge star. That's when I
Let me
realized.
tell you the good part and the bad part of me being on the show. Me being on is a blessing and beautiful. Now when they come to go on and do a show and they call me, it's their last song. You know how that is.
Ashanti do that shit to me all the time. Ashanti do that shit to me all the time. They're like, song 18? Yes, bro, song 18. I'm
So
there.
this is the last. She got 3 pages of songs. I got the last one at the fine print.
Everybody's wasted at that point.
It's over. It's
So
over.
I have to go flag for that one because you didn't go with Jada Kiss Dirty with the last song.
Oh, it ain't.
Go flag, man.
Fab and Kiss, Fab was on it too. Yeah, on the
That is on Family
on the remix.
There's Spiz on there.
You like working a lot with that. Like, what's that? We already know the Sean is top 5 dead or alive, but you
know what it is? Chemistry. Fab is great chemistry, but he's also a good person and a really good friend. Like, I deal with people, I go where I'm celebrated. I hit Fab, they'll say less queen, just pay for the ground, gotta give me nothing else. I'm coming. Kiss, I'm doing family, nothing. This is my family. And I only really deal with Jada Kiss and Fabulous when it comes because they really support me. I hate to go begging niggas for you. Can I get a first out? I'm not begging for no verse.
My phone turned red. That's me. I can't do
You ever heard her talk like a guy? You ever called her from a number she don't know? She's like, yo, what's up? She's the greatest ever made. I'm telling you the truth. Don't fly.
What the fuck? How would I call her from a number that she don't know? So what? What kind of things you doing over there on your dog?
Blide, and I'm like, yo, what's up, sis? Yo, what's up? What's going on out here? Who you talking to? This, that. And we're like, yo, it's Joe Crack. Oh, Joey, what's up? You look back. Just say I'm calling you right now.
Come on, block number.
Right now. Block number. Yo, what's up, sis? What's going on? Yo, what's going on? Before I say my name, how would you answer the phone? You. That shit crazy. You got me thinking you changed the number. Like, yeah, Joe Craig was, yo, what's up?
That's not there, you know.
I had to find it. Yeah, after I got that divorce, I had to find another voice because people was calling me from all different kind of shit and what.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So I had to find another
We ain't
voice.
gotta do the deep.
Yeah.
It's the screen. Yo, what's up, yo?
Let me tell you something, man. You know, we over that divorce shit and all that because your
We
man,
over it.
your new man is, well, not new man. Is he a mystery man still?
See, is he a mystery man to you?
Not to,
No, yes.
It's at the birthday party. I was dancing by China. That man's supposed to look like GQ Enterprise.
Joe, listen what I'm saying.
They was true. I think, yo.
Joe, let me explain something to you. To the world, he's a mystery man, but to my family and friends, he's not. So we're not doing that because
Make some noise for that. Protect your peace. Protect your peace.
You know, with me, they try to give me so many bags to be on TV with my family, and I always said no because I know I wouldn't have a relationship after a TV show. Everybody be in your business. They got something to say. Shit that's probably normal to you or to my wife would be, they be like, oh, he ain't shit. Because soon as, you know, I don't know about you, but as soon as I lock that door, close that door, I say some slick shit on the way out. Like, you know, words, all right, man, yo, no problem, close the door. They got that shit on camera. My head would be on a fucking pipe on one of them Game of Thrones. Yo, check this out. Today, True King of the North, Joey Snow. What shit on that? I'm the true king of
Joey Snow.
the king of the North, the king of the North, the king of the North. No. Came in that cocaine shit. You ain't doing that. That ain't that. This ain't this. You missed that.
Joe, let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Where did you meet me for the first time?
I don't know. I know I was.
Was it in the Bronx?
Can I tell you?
Well, I know I was stabbing somebody. The last person who asked me this, she was like, "Yeah, I just saw you stabbing the guy." I was like, "Oh, God."
Want me to tell you?
Yeah."
I don't know if it was your first movie, but it was Prison Song, my first movie. And you came to me, you like, Joe, I fucked somebody up, both of you was going off. And I was like, yeah, Fat Joe loves me, he's gonna protect me. And that was the first time I ever met you, and you was still
That beat me. Everything.
still this beautiful person.
So I was supposed to be the kid you had a fight with, or Q-tip, or what? I was supposed to be in prison.
Yeah. We had a ball. It was in the Bronx too. We shot that shit all in the.
Somehow always makes it back to the Bronx.
I'm not trying to say it was just the Bronx, but it was the Bronx. You know what I'm saying? But that was a fun time for me. I finally got my cheekbone in the movie. Like I had been on like 2-3 movies before that. I don't know was I like, and they got, you know, of course, you know, I never had a real role. That was the first time I had like a real role. Yeah, I see that shit to this day. I spoke to Q-Tip yesterday.
So with the God.
Shout out Q-Tip.
Nothing. He did you all here.
Oh no, he gonna come. He's an eclectic friend. Special.
Yeah. Q-Tip's family.
That's
And the movie was, I carried the whole movie. I played the mother.
Yeah, I remember that.
And she was horrible. Like when I look back at her, I'm like, oh, I don't want to see this again.
Nah, that was some real ghetto shit.
Yeah. Low budget.
Yo, sis, this residency, we flying out to Vegas. I love you was on Sherry and you said, she said, any guest? You said, the whole New York coming.
Facts. But the whole New York is coming, it seems like.
Listen, they gotta buy them tickets. If you gotta stay 17 in a hotel room, 17 people, go do it. Whatever you gotta do, y'all gotta go out there.
Get your tickets.
Yeah.
He took about 17 people in the room.
25th anniversary, correct?
That's no more drama.
No more drama.
Yeah.
No more drama. 25th anniversary.
Yeah.
Yeah. Listen.
Yeah.
we happy for everybody, but sometimes I see some rappers I started with, they missing teeth. You know, one day they snuck me in the old school at noon.
Yeah.
You know what happened?
Don't do that to your colleagues, man.
One day they paid me the bag. And I don't know how they afforded me at an old school at noon. They threw the real bag, right? So I pull up in there and I'm looking at other legends. They dancing around Hennessy bottles, no teeth. This. I'm like, I close the door. Like, what the fuck? They caught me in one of these? Old school at noon. I'm opening the door. These are legends too. Like,
Hard to
they're
tell how you talking about.
what year you started? No, they legends. Well, what year you started? Your first record came out.
You didn't tell the beginning.
I was still in school, and that was the Father MC. I'll do for you.
Facts.
I wasn't signed nowhere.
We felt like we made it off that. Crazy me. Look at that.
I was still running around in Beaufort and Cottage and Flow Arm and Spoofy. I was still deep.
Still in our hoods, man.
Man, let me tell you something. Them Uptown Records, right? Today, you know, I was getting a massage. Shout out Simone, my therapist. So, you know, I play that R&B shit in the back, and they play some Albie Shore shit that I never. He was on YouTube, and the shit came on, and I was like, yo, that's Albie Shore. And I look up. Sure enough, it was him. Like, at that time, the Uptown Records is you, Father MC, Heavy D, and the boys.
Jonas C.
Christopher Williams.
And just us.
How crazy was that? Because we look at the Jungle Brothers and we think about De La Soul, Latif, Only Love, like that right there. If y'all did a show together like on TV, that would be like the Motown 20. Like, I don't think nobody's fucking with that.
Yeah, I forgot about De La Soul. Sorry, I forgot to mention them too. Like back in the days that we grew up one of them. So
It was hearing a lot of day.
yeah. So the buddy was a big deal. But yeah, that'd be crazy.
Listen, sis, we want to keep you for 50 hours, but they say
I know.
You gotta promote, man. Residency, my life, and sleep. I said the other part.
Oh, my life story.
My life story.
work. If you
Vegas.
first person,
Get your ticket.
I'll hustle.
Don't call me. Definitely don't call LT. Don't call. Get your ticket.
This ain't that.
That ain't this. It's cracking kids. Make sure.
Yeah, Black Chills. God, that was dope.
Take a vibe in me.
That was a good one. Shout out to the Queen here, J Blide.
Love you, MJ. Love you. Love both y'all.
That's a nice coat. Yeah, that was a good one, man. Shout out to them. See it on Netflix. Make sure y'all like, share, comment, and subscribe, man.